Good morning from Nano Lodge. Today's episode is something called Cowboy Coffee Cake. It's super nostalgic for me and my sisters. My mom used to make it when we were kids. I'm sure she got it out of the Betty Crocker cookbook or something like that. But when we got her recipe collection, it was a photocopy of something with her little hand scratch on it with some things she adjusted, and it's something we have eaten since we were kids. It's super simple, and I'm going to show you how to make a great coffee cake. Nostalgia and food memories are super tied together. You know, you smell something and you're like, oh, it takes you back in time to whatever occasion that was. So Cowboy Coffee Cake does that for me. And so it's pretty simple. Most of the stuff you probably already have in your house, except maybe the buttermilk. But if you just have milk, you can put just like a little teaspoon of lemon juice in a cup of milk and make it sour milk, and that'll work too. We've got flour, brown sugar. Brown sugar gives it that molassesy, caramely flavor versus white sugar. It actually uses shortening and not butter. We get the buttermilk, baking powder, baking soda. Our seasonings are nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon. And then we've got a little salt and a couple of eggs. Put it all together. There's only one cool trick to this whole coffee cake. We're going to take and mix the brown sugar and the flour and the Crisco shortening. I love the sticks that Crisco makes now rather than a big old tub. We'll mix it in the mixer, and then we'll take out some of those crumbles because that'll go on the top and give it a little character. Then we'll mix in our baking soda, baking powder, salt, and spices. We'll egg the buttermilk, put it in the oven. Here we go. We've got our coffee cake. I love all the little crummy texture on the top that brings. It smells so good. That nutmeg really comes through, and it goes great with just a bunch of butter on the top. Thanks for tuning in to Cooking in Nano Lodge, and thanks for joining me on this trip down nostalgia lane to make Cowboy Coffee Cake.